Afghanistan is a land whose history resembles a vast book filled with chapters of triumph and struggle. From ancient civilizations to wars, cultures, and resilient people who have always stood firm. In this video, we take a brief journey through thousands of years to see what stories this land holds within. The story begins thousands of years ago when Afghanistan was part of major regional civilizations. Cities such as Balkh, one of the oldest cities in the world, served as centers of knowledge and culture. Trade routes, handicrafts, and early civilizations turned Afghanistan into a crossroads of cultures. With the expansion of the Achaemenid Empire, this land came under their influence. But it did not remain quiet. With the arrival of Alexander the Great, waves of Greek culture entered the region. The blending of Greek and Eastern traditions transformed local art, coin-making, and architecture. The Kushan Empire marked one of the golden eras of Afghanistan. Its centers were Balkh and Bagram. During this period, Gandhara art flourished, and Buddhist statues were created in Afghanistan. Trade along the Silk Road thrived, turning this land into a key link between East and West. In the early Islamic centuries, Islam entered the region. People gradually embraced this religion, and cities such as Herat, Balkh, Ghazni, and Kabul became major centers of Islamic culture and learning. Great scholars emerged from this land, leaving lasting marks on the history of science and literature. With the rise of the Ghaznavid Empire, Afghanistan became one of the most significant political and military centers of the region. Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni transformed the city of Ghazni into a global center. During this era, great scholars and poets such as Ferdowsi, al-Biruni, and Unsuri lived and worked in the Ghaznavid court. Ghazni shone like a brilliant jewel in the region, but history is not always kind. With the Mongol invasion, many cities and civilizations were destroyed. Balkh, Herat, and Ghazni suffered severe damage, yet the people rose again and rebuilt their civilization from the ashes. In the 14th century, the Timurids came to power and turned Herat into one of the greatest cultural centers in the world. During this period, art, painting, calligraphy, poetry, and architecture reached remarkable heights. Herat became the home of poets like Jami and artists such as Kamal ud-Din Behzad. In the 18th century, Ahmad Shah Durrani laid the foundations of modern Afghanistan. He united various tribes and established defined political borders. This era marked the beginning of Afghanistan's independent identity, one that continues today. In the following centuries, Afghanistan found itself between competing global powers, but managed to preserve its independence. Reforms, modernization, and efforts to build governmental structures and urban development were among the defining features of this era. Despite challenges, the people of Afghanistan continued striving for a better future. Recent decades have not been easy for Afghanistan. Wars, political changes, and social crises have made life difficult. Yet alongside these hardships, the culture and people who have always stood strong continue to show that this land is still filled with hope. The younger generation, through art, technology, education, and determination, is shaping a new future. Afghanistan is not just the history of wars. It is a land of poetry, culture, knowledge, architecture, and people who have stood firm even in the hardest times. This video is only a brief look at a long and turbulent history. The true story is written today by the people who live in this land and continue to shape its future.